Welcome, Hemangi and Kritika. Easy math for competitive exam. We have some very easy problems, but we will have a shortcut solutions. The same sum if you do in the way in which you were taught in school, maybe it would take much longer. So here we have very shortcut methods to solve the sums. So what happens, the time you save in these easy sums, you can employ it for some other purpose. Some questions may be a bit difficult or confusing. There you can spend the extra time. If you really can solve the easy sums in very short time, then that time can be utilized elsewhere. So let us see. A 20-liter mixture has milk and water in the ratio 3:2. That's a 20-liter mixture having milk and water in the ratio 3:2. 10 liters of the mixture will be withdrawn or removed and replaced with pure milk. Each time you are removing the mixture will contain both milk and water. You are removing the mixture, but in that place you are putting pure milk. So pure milk is replacing the dilute milk. The operation is repeated once more. That means total 2 times you are doing it. 10 liters you take out of the dilute milk, add pure milk, and once again you take the dilute milk and add the pure milk. What is the new ratio of milk to water? Whenever this type of questions come, you always employ what we call the compound interest formula. This is a compound interest formula, only we have made, instead of plus, we have made minus. In the interest it is plus, so we have made it minus. And we are not writing R by 100 because it is not a percentage, it's a fraction. It could be any fraction. 1 by 5, 2 by 3, it could be any fraction. So we are not writing R by 100, and instead of plus we are writing minus. Otherwise there is a compound interest formula. And when do we use it? For repeated or successive fractional increase or decrease. A certain fraction of the milk ratio is gradually increasing, and the fraction of water is gradually decreasing. So 20 liter, when you have 3:2 ratio, 3:2 ratio means 3 by 5 will be milk and 2 by 5 will be water, right? So we have initially 8 liters water. 20 liter, when you divide the ratio of 3:2, so 2 parts out of 5, 2 parts out of 5, 2 by 5, that 8 liters water. And now so initial quantity 8 liter, now use the formula. So amount is P into 1 plus, instead of plus we are writing minus because the quantity is decreasing, minus R instead of R by 100 because it could be any fraction, whole power n. N is the number of times you do it. So we get 8 liter is the initial quantity, the so-called principal. 1 minus R is 10 by 20. Each time you are removing half of the milk. 10 out of 20, that means you are removing half of the milk. So 10 by 20 square, because you are performing the operation 2 times. You are doing the operation 2 times. So 0, 0 will cancel. You will get 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4. So 8 multiplied by 1 by 4 is 2 liter. So 20 liters, there is a water we calculated, right? Because 8 liters we calculated was water, not milk. So 2 liters water will remain in 20 liters, or 18 liters will be milk. Out of 22 is water, then 18 is milk. So the ratio will be 18:2 or 9:1. Up to this, okay, Betty? Both of you? Kritika, you're there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Betty. A sum of money doubles itself in 7 years. In how many years shall it quadruple? Now the temptation is, since it is becoming double in 7 years, so to make it 4 times we double it and say 14 years. Apparently I'm not saying that you will do it, but I'm saying the type of mistake many students could do. For becoming double, if it takes 7 years, for becoming 14 times, for becoming 4 times, it should take 14 years. 7 years may double, so 14 years, again double 14. But 14 years will not be the answer. Why? I'll tell you. The sum of money doubles itself in 7 years. So again in 7 years, 14 years, it will not double. Why? We will tell you. When principal x doubles to 2x, the interest is 2x minus x or x. When principal x becomes 4x, 4 times, the interest is actually 3x, 4x minus x. So it is the interest which will be proportional to the period, not your principal. So x becoming 2x means you are adding interest x. X becoming 4x means the added interest is 3x. So actually it is 3 times, not 4 times. So instead of 7 years, you will be taking 21 years, not 14 years. Because x becomes 2x. 2x doubles means the interest is not becoming double. You subtract the original principal. So 2x minus x, x was the interest. 4x minus x, 3x was the interest. It was 3 times. So actually you need 21 years. Got it, Betty? Kritika?
Yes, sir.
In what ratio must water be mixed with juice costing 24 per liter so that the mixture might be worth 20 per liter? Hemangi Betty, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay. So in what ratio must water be mixed with juice costing 24 rupees per liter so that the mixture might be worth rupees 20 per liter? You can take x, but better than x will tell you the shortcut method. You are mixing two things. Whenever you are mixing two things, it's called a mixture or alligation. That we use a so-called cross difference method. Already I have seen this method. So you are mixing juice worth 24 rupees per liter with water which is 0 per liter. Apparently water we take it as 0 per liter and juice we take it as 24 rupees per liter. And so there is a higher value 24 and there is a lower value 0, juice and water. And after mixing them, you need the middle value to be 20 per liter. The mixture should be worth 20 per liter. So higher value 24, lower value 0 and the middle value or mean value 20. Now see the difference crosswise. See the arrow. So the crosswise difference 24 and 20, the difference will be 4. And 0 and 20, the difference will be 20. So the ratio required will be 20:4 or 5:1. So this is the cross difference method. Whenever you are doing any problems on mixture, which is called alligation. Alligation is that, don't think that allegation. When I level some charges against you, that is allegation E, A-double-L-E. That is a charge against you, but there is not the charge, is ALLI, like alligator. Alligation is a method of mixture. So traditionally, how will you will do if you are not using the cross method? You will say x liter at 24 per liter, that is juice, is mixed with y liter, which is 0 rupees per liter, to get x plus y liter, x liter juice and y liter water, and costing 20 per liter. So 24 rupees into x liter should be 20 rupees into x plus y liter. And this is how you solve it. But this cross difference gives you a very quick and easy method. Got it, Benny? How you are using the cross difference? Use it whenever you are mixing two things. Whenever you mix two things, one is costing more, one is costing less, and you need an in-between cost, neither so high nor so low, something in between. So this is the method of alligation mixture we can do by cross difference method. Always use the cross difference method. This equation method will also give you, but then it will take more time. A vessel is filled with a mixture of 3 parts water and 5 parts syrup. There is the original thing, 3 parts water and 5 parts syrup. How much of the mixture must be drawn off and replaced with water so that it is half syrup and half water, 50-50. So, since the volume remains the same, initial syrup will be 5 by 8 and the final syrup will be 1 by 2. 5 is to 3. 3 parts water and 5 parts syrup. That means total 8. Out of 8, 5 is the syrup. 5 plus 3, 8. So 5 by 8 is syrup and 3 by 8 is water. So initial syrup is 5 by 8 and final syrup is to be half syrup and half water, means 1 by 2. So again apply the same compound interest formula. Here the power is 1 because we did not do it 2 times or 3 times. We are doing it only once. The power represents how many operations you are doing. Since you are not doing again and again, the power is 1. So final amount half is equal to 5 by 8, which is the initial quantity or initial ratio, into 1 minus r. So solving it, you will get r equal to 1 by 5. So 1/5 of the volume must be taken out and replaced with water. So when a certain fraction from a mixture, here it is 1/5, any fraction, is withdrawn and replaced by one component. Here the two components were syrup and water, but you are replacing it with water. Use compound interest formula. Only minus should replace plus, otherwise we are using the compound interest formula. When the number of operations is 2, you put the power 2 square. When the number of operations is 1, you put 1. Got it, Betty? Both of you? Kritika and Hemangi? 2 containers of benzene. Yeah, Betty, saying something?
No, sir.
Okay. 2 containers of benzene water mixture have 25% and 30% benzene respectively. Now here we cannot use a cross difference because we are using in not in equal quantity. 6 parts of the first liquid and 4 parts of the second are mixed. Find the benzene percentage. You are not taking in equal quantity. So what we have is, first we are writing benzene and then water. This is benzene and the second is water or any whatever may be the solvent. And the first is benzene and the second is water or any other solvent. So 25% benzene means 75% will be the other component. 30% benzene means 70% will be other component. This you are taking 6 parts. So when you take 6 parts, benzene will be 25 into 6, 150 in proportion, and 75 into 6, 450 will be the second component. This you are taking 4 parts. So 30 into 4, 120 benzene, and 70 into 4, 280 the other component. Now total benzene, add this one, and total water or whatever is the component, add this one, and you get 150 plus 20, 270, and the total water or whatever is other component, 450 and 280, 730. See that the total is 100. The total is 1000. 720 and 730. You can also put the ratio, you can call it 27 and 73. 27 and 73. And see that the total is 100. Here if you add, the total will be 1000. But then for ratio you can cut the 0, cancel the 0 and say 23 and 73. The total is 100. So directly you can say 27 means 27%. If it is not 100, then you can't say. If the total is not 100, then you will have the calculation. But because the total is 100, so the benzene, which is the first component, is 27% and the second component 73%. So the benzene percentage is 73. For 6 parts, multiply both by 6. For 4 parts, multiply both by 4 and add the benzene plus benzene and water plus water. And you are getting benzene 270, water 730, cancel the zeros, 27 and 73. Because it is 100 the total, so directly you can say 27% is benzene. Got it, Betty? Okay?
Yes, sir.
The average marks of a class increased by 0.5 when one of the values was wrongly copied as 83 instead of 63. Find the number of students. 1 mark, all the marks were copied correctly, only 1 mark. It should have been 63, it was copied 83. And the average came 0.5 higher than the normal average. Find the number of students. Okay. Now, difference in, now this is the normal method. See, if you are doing by the normal method, you will say n is the number of students. Then the old average is x, number of student is n, so the total will be x into n. Now new total will be x into n minus 83. Remove what is wrongly copied and then add what is correctly copied, then you will get the new sum. And this will be the new average. Then you will say the old average minus new average equal to 0.5 and then you will calculate it. This is the traditional method. Now we have got a better method. Difference in average is 0.5. 0.5 is the difference in average. You are getting 0.5 higher. And difference in sum of marks is 20, because instead of 63 you are writing 83. That means 20 marks you are copying extra. You are adding 20 marks extra. What you should have added 63, you have added 83. That means 20 you will get extra total. So difference in sum is 20 marks. Difference in average is 0.5. Now average is equal to sum divided by count. So 0.5 average is equal to the total 20 divided by n number of students, so n equal to 40. I don't need actually to calculate all this. Difference. Think that all the other marks are correctly copied. Only 1 mark instead of 63 or copying 83. So the total will exactly increase by 20. The total will be 20 more. All others are correctly copied. So 1 instead of 63, if you write 83, you will get whatever is the total, you will get 20 extra. And then average you are getting 0.5 extra. So difference of 0.5 corresponds to an total of 20. 20 difference. So average equal to sum by count. So average 0.5 is equal to sum 20 divided by count number of students n equal to 40. So you don't need this roundabout method. This is what we call intuitive visualization, saves time. Visualize. Why did I get 0.5 extra? Because the total was 20 extra. When the total is 20 extra, I am getting 0.5 extra. So 20 divided by the number of students should be 0.5, or students are 40. Got it, Betty?
Yes, sir.
We are comparing how would you normally do and how you can do it quickly. And the time you save, you can employ it for some critical or tricky sums, or some reasoning or something else. There you can employ the timing. A 60 liter of milk water mixture has 10% water. How much water must be added to make water 20%? It is 10%, and now you have to add water to make it 20%. So again we come to cross difference, because you are actually mixing two things. One is the milk water and one is pure water. So milk water is 10%. And when you are adding water, water is 100%. Pure water you are adding, 100% water. You are not adding, this is the milk water mixture where water is 10%. And what you are adding is pure water, 100%. So cross difference. 10 and 20, the difference is 10. 120, the difference is 80. So you are getting the ratio 80 is to 10 or 8 is to 1. This is the difference you are getting. So for 8 liters mixture, add 1 liter. What does 8 is to 1 mean? If 8 liter is the mixture, then you must add 1 liter. So for 60 liter mixture, you will add 60 upon 8 or 7.5 liter water. There is a cross difference. You are mixing two liquids. The first contains 10 liter, 10% water, so not 10 liters, 10% water, and the second is 100% water, and you want 20% water. The cross difference will give you 10 and 20, difference 10, 100 and 20, difference 80, 80 is to 10 or 8 is to 1. So for 8 liter mixture, you need 1 liter water, and you got 60 liter mixture, so you need 7.5 liter water. Now how will you do by your school method? In 60 liter mixture, 10% means 6 liter water. That is what 10% means. In 60 liter mixture, 10% water would mean 6 liter water. And now you are adding x liters of water. So the total would be 6 plus x. And the total quantity 60 liter would become 60 plus x. So what you are doing? This is the quantity of water. This is the quantity of total mixture. This is equal to 20%, 20 by 100 or 1 by 5. And then you cross multiply and solve and get x equal to 7.5. But instead of this method, see, the cross difference method is time saving. 10% water is mixed with 100% water until the average becomes 20% water. See the cross difference, you get the ratio. Got it, Betty? How the cross difference saves time? So that was our easy math for today, and we will be having more. Even if you are not in the class, we will do the video and send you. Okay, Betty?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Betty.